Hey, what's up guys? How we doing? So today we're going to go over a little bit about how we need to prepare ourselves to move as infielders, the position we need to get into, the footwork that we need to use so that we can get off the ball and get to ground balls as quickly as we possibly can. This is a video taken from the Detroit Tigers against the New York Mets. I took the video probably about last week. It was a spring training game. It was right at the end of spring training. The infield was playing in, trying to prevent a runner from scoring, and they had a really good shot here where we can see all four infielders and we can see how they're preparing to move. So I wanted to talk a little bit about it. We've talked about it in the past at times, but I thought this was a cool shot, so we'd go over it again. A couple of the important things to think about when you're preparing to move as an infielder. When you get ready, you'll see guys here how they get ready. A lot of them will take, a right, left hop. Some guys just kind of hop into it. Everyone's a little bit different, but we can see a lot of similarities around the infield. If I play it right here, what you'll see is as the ball is about to cross the plate, if you watch the middle guys and the third baseman, you can see how everyone does this little hop right here. I call it using tennis feet, but basically the idea is you want to be on the balls of your feet when the ball is crossing the hitting zone so that you can move. You don't want to be flat-footed, and players that don't move anywhere tend to be flat-footed. So that's why you usually see a right-left hop or a left-right hop or some type of movement and then a tiny little hop so that when you land, bang, you're on the balls of your feet and you're ready to move. The only guy that really doesn't do it too much, if you look over here on the right side, you'll see the right side of your screen, you'll see Miguel Cabrera. He looks about double the size of all the other infielders. Kind of funny. I believe that's Miguel Cabrera. Well, anyways, you'll see he goes right, left, and there's not much of a hop, but he's got to still be on the balls of his feet, ready to go. So that's the first thing, is the small hop, the tennis feet, to be on the balls of your feet so you can move either left or right. It's also important when you do that hop that you want to be square. So, one thing I noticed looking back at some of my college films is that when I was a third baseman back in college, when I would land and my right foot would not be square with my left foot. So usually I had my right foot a little bit behind, so my left foot would be here. And I always crossed over better to my backhand because it was easier to cross over with my left foot because my right foot was behind. But I wasn't as good going this way because I wasn't square. So when you watch these guys, see how square they all are with their feet? That's really, really important so that you can get off the ball equally to your right and to your left. You don't want to have an advantage one way and a disadvantage one way. We want to be able to move left, right, in and back as well as we possibly can. So that's how we want to use our footwork. One other point on that is, another thing you'll see, typically when you're getting ready and you're going to do your hop step and you're prepping the move, corner infielders will generally be a little bit lower than middle infielders. Now, we have the infield in here, so everybody is pretty low because we're all playing at a pretty close distance. But typically, you're going to have their middle infielders back, and they're going to have a lot more room to move around, and so they're going to be a little bit higher in their stance when they hop. Corner guys are typically going to be a little bit lower just because usually at the corners you don't have to range as much. A lot of your stuff is a step and a dive either way, so you can be a little bit lower. But when you're in the middle, you want to be higher. You want to still go right, left hop, or left, right hop, whatever you're comfortable with. But you want to be a little bit taller in your stance because you're going to have to move around a lot more. The next important thing to think about is with your glove. Now, this is something that I learned when I got to pro ball. This is the way that all infielders are taught. I've played with 5 different organizations in professional baseball, and all 5 teach the same exact thing. But it's not always taught. I didn't learn this in high school. I didn't learn this before high school. I didn't even do this in college. But what you want to think about is you want to think about having your glove hand thumbs up. And it's tough to see in this video because it's a little bit blurry when I put it on my computer, but you can see that nobody's glove, when they land here on their hop, let me back up a little bit, when they land here in their hop, their gloves are not down on the ground. Their gloves are not out in front of them. Their gloves are all thumbs up. Their bare hands are usually thumbs up, and they're to the sides here. So it's basically like you're in a position to run or to move. When I watch a lot of young players play, a lot of players, when they get into the ready position, they either put the glove on the ground or they put the glove straight out in front of them with the webbing of the glove facing straight up. Now, if you think about it, it seems to make sense to people because they think, well, I want to have the glove open and ready to catch the ball, so why wouldn't I put the glove on the ground or put it right out in front of me? Well, the problem is almost every ball you field, 99% of balls that you field, you're going to have to move left, right, back, or in, on. You're going to have to run somewhere. There's very, very, very few balls where you basically just put the glove down and the ball goes into your glove. You got to go somewhere. And so, you know, I like to put people in position, and this is the way, like I said, is done at professional baseball. You want to put your glove and your bare hand in a position to run, and there's no better position to run than to have your thumbs up. If you think about it, that's the way you run. So really work on being thumbs up. And again, if you're a corner guy, you can have your glove, like you can see his glove right here. Again, it's a little bit blurry and it's far away because they're getting all the fielders into it. But his glove is, you know, kind of near his knee, and he's thumbs up right there. So if the ball's hit right at him, then he just quarter turns the glove and he's right there to field the ball. But if he has to move anywhere, he's able to move. And you can see right here, if he's glove out in front or glove down, he's got to come up with the glove, he's got to make a move, then he's got to put the glove back down. Instead, he's already got the glove in a thumbs up position. He crosses over, bang, and he fields the ball. So those are some of the really, really important things to think about when you're preparing to move. You want to hop as the ball is crossing the hitting zone so that you're on the balls of your feet using tennis feet. You want to have your feet equally apart, so you don't want to have staggered one way or the other. It makes it more difficult to move to your left or to your right, so you want them equal. Corner guys want to be a little bit lower than middle guys. And then you want to have your thumbs up so that you can move, you can run, you can range. It'll help you get to more balls in the infield. So those are the main things for your ready position. If you do all those, I know it'll help you out. It'll help you move. And if you have any questions, please let me know. All right, guys, subscribe to the channel, comment in the section below, like the video, share it with all your friends, all that good stuff. And we will talk to you later.